The breaking news over the last 24 hours in the world of football is that a breakaway Super League has been confirmed for a number of European giants in and around Europe, and 6 participations from the Premier League will enter this new competition. Now, it's caused a lot of disruption in and around the world of football and a lot of anger from a number of fans. The ECA have confirmed that Manchester United are along the teams that have left the Champions League and the Europa League, which now means Manchester United will no longer compete in these competitions, which I think is a massive blow to football, to Manchester United. And I didn't want to come on and do a video reactionary just after the news was broken yesterday without knowing the full facts of what is actually going to happen for Manchester United and whether it's actually going to happen. But it does look like Manchester United are along the clubs that have left the Champions League and Europa League will no longer be competing in these competitions, which is a massive shit to Manchester United, to the club that I support, and to, all these other fucking clubs as well. Jesus Christ, there are a few clubs that aren't participating in this new European Super League, PSG being one of them so far, Bayern Munich being another, 2 massive giants of European football. But to me, this has completely fucking destroyed football as I know it as a sport for Manchester United and for other teams like Liverpool's and your Arsenal's and the shit like that. These teams, even Tottenham have gone into this. Your traditional teams that are considered the big 6 in the Premier League will no longer compete in the Champions League or Europa League, which is a massive blow. And even the other teams, the likes of Real Madrid, are no longer going to be competing in it, and are going to be competing in a competition that you can't get promoted, and in a league where you can't get promoted or relegated. And it is literally, the whole thing is literally built around making billions of pounds for these clubs' owners. The likes of fucking the Glazers and all these fucking shitty owners that Arsenal have got, and all these fucked up owners that all they care about is putting more money in their pockets and don't give a fuck about us fans at all. And it's a shame that this Champions League, the way it possibly is going to go, it may not go ahead. There is a lot of controversial opinions about it, trying to get it not to go ahead from a lot of people in football. But if it does go ahead, this is the end as football as any fan does know it. It really is. It remains to be seen whether Manchester United will continue in the Europa League semi-final this season, with an upcoming game against Roma. It's supposed to be scheduled, I think it's for a couple of weeks' time. Manchester United could be given the boot in this competition. There are reports last night that the Europa League and Champions League had been suspended till further notice. The rumours of that were scrapped up until now, but we will still have to wait and see what happens regarding these competitions, whether these teams do get booted out of the competitions. Because if these teams get booted out of the Champions League, then PSG will be the winners of the Champions League, because the rest of these fucking teams are going to go into this new Super League competition, and there is reports that it will be starting next season. We don't actually know the full outcome on this yet, so it does remain to be seen. But it seems like everyone in football is against this proposal going ahead. Every single fan, every single pundit seems to be completely against it. So, this sport was for the fucking fans. And football this last year has been absolutely fucking bullshit. It really has. When you look at all these stadiums without fans in, you're looking at historic stadiums. The San Siro, Manchester United going to the San Siro and winning 1-0. Manchester United would struggle to go to the San Siro and win games in football. It's just not the same. There's just no atmosphere for the players to get galvanised for games. You're looking at in the Barclays Premier League, Manchester United have been horseshit at home this season. Arsenal have been horseshit at home this season. Liverpool have been absolutely horseshit at home this season. And partly that is due to the fact that there is no fucking fans at home games. The fans are like the 12th man, they really are. And if this competition based on solely on money, and pretty much not one inkling has been thought about for the fans, it's just fucking ridiculous. And there seems to be a lot of fans out there that have given up on football this last 24 hours. But obviously, if this new competition does go ahead, it will remain to be seen whether Premier League clubs will still be allowed to compete in the Premier League and stuff like that. There's a lot of rumours going around that these Premier League clubs will get kicked out of the Premier League, but to be honest, this shit ain't going to happen, because if you take the big six out of the Premier League will be fucking absolutely fucking horseshit. There will be no Premier League. Probably 70-80%, a big chunk of the Premier League support comes from people supporting them big six teams, because nowadays all the best players are going to most of them clubs. They really are. You're looking around kids these days, everywhere you go, fuckers have got Chelsea shirts on, they've now got Man City shirts on, because when you're growing up, these young kids start supporting the teams with the best players, the ones that are winning games of football. And if these top teams are obviously going to be financially so much better than the others, they ain't going to take these teams out of the Premier League, because they're financially the teams that can buy the best players. So I can't see that happening personally. And there's also been rumours that these players will be kicked out of future Euros and World Cups. What if these World Cups and Euros are going to be fucking bullshit if they did? It is all a massive joke at this moment in time, and we just don't know where this is going to go at this moment in time. But if this, as this stands, these clubs have left the Champions League and Europa League, so they may still, at this present, as I say, we don't know if these teams are going to still be allowed to compete in it for this season. It does look to me as though they probably will carry on for this season, because otherwise you just have to give PSG a bye and win the competition. But the Champions League as we know it next season will, if this Super League goes ahead and it was to go ahead next season, then the Champions League would be a fucking complete write-off. It really would. You look at the finances of PSG, and obviously Bayern Munich, the finances aren't as high, but they're very smart in their dealings. They're a very well-run club, in my opinion, Bayern Munich. They're the two household names in the Champions League left. If they do not choose to now enter this European Super League, they may still choose to enter it, I don't know, but at this moment in time they're not considered in this competition. There'd be the two front runners every fucking season for this Champions League. The Champions League would literally die off. You would have a lot weaker teams going into this competition. You'd have the likes of, no disrespect, the likes of Leicester City competing for it, the likes of West Ham, Everton, and the quality would just be nowhere near what it is. I mean, we're supposed to be having a new Europa League conference competition coming next season. Will that still go ahead if you've got teams pulling out of the Champions League and Europa League places because they're going into this new Super League competition? It is all just one big massive fuck up to me. I mean, you've got teams like Tottenham, Arsenal, AC Milan, Manchester United, not even fucking in the Champions League this season. At this moment in time, none of them fuckers have been in the Champions League besides fucking Manchester United. And they're all going in a Super League. It is absolutely bollocks. It really is. These are not European giants as we know it anyway. Tottenham have done fuck all in Europe. Besides getting to a Champions League final, that is the only thing they've fucking done in donkey's years. They've done fuck all in the Europa League when they've been in there. Arsenal, when was the last time they fucking did anything in Europe? Manchester United, besides winning the Europa League, have done fuck all in the Champions League in recent years. These teams are only going in it on name alone into this European Super League. These greedy fucking owners like fucking the Glazers, I mean, these are one of the fucking people that are really running this bandwagon and trying to get this thing up and started. Fucking Avram Glazer and Joel Glazer can fuck off, they really can, along with Ed Woodward. These people just need to fuck off out of our club, they really do. They've been nothing but fucking bullshit since the day these cunts arrived at Manchester United, they really have. Fucking hate the cunts. They're not going to fuck off, but let's just hope this competition does not fucking hit the ground running, because without the fans, these competitions, where are they going to go? I mean, probably there will be, if this competition does get off the ground, there probably will be a number of people supporting these tournaments. There probably still will be huge amount of support around the world, because you're going to see a lot more games from the likes of Manchester United playing the likes of Real Madrid and Barcelona. But the bullshit about this is, I don't want Manchester United to be playing Real Madrid every single fucking year. I don't want them to be playing Barcelona every single fucking year. When Manchester United beat Barcelona in 2008 with that Paul Scholes fucking rocket into the corner. I was fucking ecstatic. I was going fucking wild. But if we're seeing that shit possibly every season, if Barcelona have a shit season and we're seeing that multiple times for a couple, 2 or 3 years, it's the fun. It's not the same. It really isn't. I want it to be a fucking one-off. I don't want to see these teams playing each other week in fucking week out. I don't want to see that. It is special, unique when you play them as a one-off knockout tie. That is what the Champions League is all about, and this is going to be taken away from Manchester United. It's just bullshit. I can't believe Manchester United have signed up to this bullshit. I really can't. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. That's my thoughts. I've got nothing else to say on this matter. I'll talk to you all again soon. Like the video and smash a share on it if you're watching it on Facebook. Talk to you all again soon. See you.